On this episode of Across All Borders Going West, it's all about 5 days in Santo Antão, accommodation and things to do. On the 31st of January 2025, I made my way to Boa Vista for the first time visiting the Cape Verdean Islands. I then moved on to São Vicente, and on the 8th of February I boarded the ferry from Mindelo to Porto Novo. In this video, I'm going to talk about Santo Antão, what you can expect of the island, why most people go to it, the estimated population of people living on the island, what they do for a living, and of course, which towns and villages do people like to go to whilst they're visiting. Roughly the number of people that have visited the island in the past couple of years, and then we'll get to focus on why did I go, where did I stay, and what did I do in the 5 days. Let's start with Santo Antão. When I was researching my visit to Cape Verde, I immediately found words like hiking, ecotourism, green, high peaks, mountains in connection to Santo Antão. I knew that this made it different. So if I were to describe Santo Antão in a nutshell, I would call it the island of mountains, characterized by rugged terrains, deep valley, lush green terraces, steep cliffs, and of course the volcanic peaks. In contrast to Sal and Boa Vista, that are more like a flat sandy landscape, this is a paradise for people that love hiking, which brings me to the point, why do most people go to Santo Antão? It is a haven for ecotourism and for hiking and trekking. And it is to a large extent still untouched and authentic. Main reason being that the only way to get to Santo Antão is via ferry from São Vicente. So this sort of already limits the number of people that access the island. And it's one of the less visited of the islands. So let's say if Cape Verde got like 1 million visitors in total in a year, which means that Santo Antão probably receives anywhere between 3 to 4% of those number of visitors. So if we look exactly at the statistics from the Cape Verdean Islands.org website regarding the visitors in 2023, they estimated 1 million visitors, most of them, 25% about of them, coming from the United Kingdom. And on the second place, you had Portugal, then a significant number from Netherlands and German visitors. Most of these visitors went to Sal and Boa Vista. We're talking about 80%. And then Santiago received about 9.7, São Vicente 4.8, and all the other islands together 4.1. So, I mean, Santo Antão, even though it clearly receives more visitors in comparison to San Nicolau, Fogo, Brava, is still one of the less visited islands. Which just means that if you're heading over there, you can expect to have way much less tourists than on Sal, Boa Vista, São Vicente, and more of the locals. So you get immersed in this Creole culture and delight, which brings me to the topic of the residents. There are two major numbers you will find flying around. The first one is about 38,200, which is the estimated population of the island from the 2019 census. The other number you will find flying around is about 47,000, which is an entry that you will find in Wiki for the estimated population since 2024, which I think could be realistic, okay? So what do the people on Santo Antão do for a living? Of course, at number 1 is agriculture, right? At number 2 is fishing, so the ocean that surrounds it obviously provides a daily bread for the people, so fishing is there. And number 3, you will find out quite quickly about grog, and there are a number of grog distillery on the island of Santo Antão. At number 4, you have ecotourism, which is slowly growing and getting the recognition. At number 5, you have immigration. Immigration in the sense that a lot of the people from Santo Antão go to the more touristically developed islands to go work there and then send funds back home. So that's what they do. We talk about the towns, the two largest towns in, or the two towns in Santo Antão, Porto Novo, which is sort of the commercial hub, if you would look at it that way, also where the ferry terminal is, has roughly about 9,000 people. And the second one, which was traditionally the main town in Santo Antão, is Ribeira Grande, that offers quite a lot of access to cultural activities, markets, and of course the nightlife, and that is with roughly about 3,000 people in its population. Now, in terms of which places do people like to stay in, which towns, which villages do they like to stay in when they visit, and why, I'm going to take a little bit of a pick. So first and foremost, we talk about Ponta do Sol, and it is loved for the coastal charm, the black sand beach, the seafood restaurants, and the live music. One of the major reasons people like to stay there is, of course, it's a gateway and access to the coastal hike, Ponta do Sol, Cape Verde. And number two, you have Cidade de Pombas, Paul Valley. It is obviously loved because of the valley base with the terrace hikes and the rural piece you get there. It's super, super green. You have places like Xoxo, Yanela, and they're all places that sort of, according to the internet, backpackers love. At number three, we have Ribeira Grande. It's a thriving town with culture, markets. It's a gateway to the inland hike, so quite a number of people will stay there. It's popular for its tranquil and the excellent location, and then the buildings you find there. I walked around there, and I'll be sharing this experience on this episode. At number four, you have Cape Verde, which is a secluded village with Atlantic views and eco bungalows. This is, of course, another loved spot to stay at because it is an access to the coastal hike. So if you're starting at this end or ending at this end of it, you might stay there. Then we've got Fontianas and Cozinha. Fontianas is, of course, arguably the prettiest cliffside village with epic views, and everybody wants to see it when they do the coastal hike. So it is somewhere where you might want to do an overnight if you don't want to do the whole hike in the same day. And Cozinha is just a stop before Cape Verde, also very beautiful coastal village. It's also perfect for a day trip, so you don't have to stay over. At number six, we have Tarrafal de Monte Trigo, and this is the remote west coast, and its charm is the long black sandy beaches. It's just ideal for relaxation, right? And then at seven, we have Cova and the Paul Highlands. If you would love to be closer to the crater, then this is somewhere you want to go to, and you just enjoy the terrace fields and the fresh mountain air. In summary, these are 7 places you could stay, but I chose somewhere else. I ended up going to Garça. Why did I go to Garça? For me, it was basically when I was researching where to stay, I spent 3 nights in Casa Familia Gilda in Garça because the reviews were amazing. The description of Garça itself as a village was just captivating, and the fact that you would be able to get food and everything in Casa Familia Gilda, and it was family run, and it had access to hikes around the area. That was for me like, okay, no brainer, I wanted to do this. So Garça is a small mountain village in Ribeira de Garça Valley in the northern part of Santo Antão. It's less famous, but it truly offers you an authentic, off-the-beaten part of Cape Verdean experience. It's excellent if you're seeking peace, nature, and local life. I will highlight a couple of hikes that you can do from Garça. There's the Garça de Cape Verde. It's an epic ridgetop hike with ocean views, and it's 3 to 4 hours. There's the Garça Ribeira Grande, down through the terraced valleys and Old Mill Part. There's a nearby trail that leads to Lombo de Garça and other small hamlets. And of course, it can be part of a multi-day hike if you're going to Ponta do Sol or Paul. So it is not touristy, it's more about taking it easy and getting into the culture, and like I said, you would probably stay at unique guest houses. Of course, the pros are the stunning nature, the trails, the authentic local experience, close to hiking distance, quiet and secluded, but this means you will have limited access to restaurants and shops. You have to hike or use an alligator to reach the main towns, and it's not ideal if you're looking for nightlife. That's about where I stayed, but I stayed because I loved it, and for my last night I went to RM Green Hotel. On this episode I'll be showing you what I did the day I arrived in Garça and also show you a bit of my accommodation in RM Green Hotel. So let's talk about my 5 days in Santo Antão. What did I do? First, it was literally about hopping on the ferry from Mindelo to Porto Novo and then making my way down to Garça. In that case, you have two options, the CV Antihilas and the Nos ferries. If you'd like to know more about this experience, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. In terms of transfer, you can take a taxi, you can rent a car, you can take the public transport, the aluguer. So you can take the aluguer from Porto Novo to Ribeira Grande. At the Ribeira Grande, you have to connect to another one going to Garça. Try to time your arrival and this connection strategically so you don't end up having to take a taxi like I did, or take a taxi if you want to do that. When I arrived, I checked in, found out when dinner would possibly be served. Dinner is an extra cost, breakfast was included. And then I made my way to do a short hike and wander around Garça to get a feel about the village and its beautiful, stunning scenery that doesn't even require so much of a hike to first of all get acclimatized to it. On day 2, that was my big day. I was doing my coastal hike from Ponta do Sol to Chá de Iglesia. I got up early, caught the aluguer to Ribeira Grande and then made the transfer to Ponta do Sol. If you'd like to know more about this gorgeous coastal hike, click on the link on the right side of the screen now for more. On the 3rd day, I decided it was time to get to know a little bit of the main town, historically, from Santo Antão, Ribeira Grande. So I took an aluguer, went down, had a little bit wander around the town square, found a market, found a music school, found a music teacher, sat in the cafe that I sat in the first day when I came, did a little bit of this and that, and I'll be showing you that on this episode. Then I made my way back to Casa Familia Gilda, where I hopped on my car-based tour through Santo Antão with Aldelino. If you'd like to know more about that experience, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. Onwards to day 4. Day 4 was me switching from Casa Familia Gilda to RM. I chose RM because I wanted to have a contrast in the accommodation to compare what was available. RM is really at an elevated peak and a vantage area, and I'm going to show you that on this episode as well. Has a pool, and of course we'll talk about the price difference between both and the average I paid in total per night. So I did the switch, went up there. I had to take an aluguer, then take a taxi. It is a beautiful property. I waited a bit for Daniela to come. We hung out a little bit at the pool, and then we went to explore Pau Valley. So day 4 was about exploring Pau Valley and Pau. If you'd like to know more about that experience, click on the link on the right side of the screen now. It's totally gorgeous, totally amazing. I recommend it. And then finally, day 5 was about me getting ready and catching the ferry back to Mindelo, where I could catch my flight to visit my 4th and final island on this first trip to Cape Verde. So come along. On this episode, I'll be sharing with you my hike through Garça, my experience walking the streets of Ribeira Grande, and of course a little bit about my accommodation, RM Green Hotel.
Wie viel Internet bekommt ihr für diese 10 Euro SIM-Karte?
11 Giga.
Oh, ist auch nicht schlecht.
Ja, ja, das ist viel.
Okay. Ja.
Hat es am Flughafen gegeben?
Ja, ich hab's gesehen, aber ich dachte, du kriegst ja Wi-Fi überall. Und ich wollte einfach diese einen SIM-Karten nicht raussuchen. Hätte ich auch machen können.
Ja, ist schon praktisch.
Ja, ist schon auf jeden Fall. Yeah. Ah, okay. Yes, I see. Mingal Totolo. I saw that one as well.
Yeah, it's nice. I have something here.
The map? Which one?
Yeah, you see this plaque to big there?
Yes.
When 100 meters you see the Gid.
Oh, wow. Just a little bit of a walk. It's supposed to be 41 minutes. I'm probably going to cry on the way back. But let's enjoy the views. Oh my god. It is, I can't be doing this because I don't have enough battery, but quick one. Want that? I just have it on my head and walk for a while. So that's the first graffiti I saw. And this one's, but I will take a picture of these ones later. For now I just walk. Eduardo. Oh, who are they? What happened to them? Did they die or something? Probably have to ask someone. Hola! Aber hier muss ich aufpassen wegen Akku. Aber ich glaube, der Weg ist an sich selber ganz klar, oder? Oh Gott, jetzt komme ich an irgendwelche Menschen vorbei. So, I guess I should just get used to it and not be worried about them looking. Please tell me it has been recording. Let me check. I can't see it now, wait. But I can't do anything about that. I just want to have the images and I don't want to... ich will meine Hände frei haben. Ich denke, das habe ich mir verdient, irgendwie die Hände frei zu haben, oder? Hände hoch, Feierabend. Okay, ich gehe noch. Ich bin noch nicht mal da. Ganz fleißig das auch nachher folgen. Ich fühle dann immer mein Knie. Oh Gott. Sorry, das zu sehen. Ah, ist das der Weg? Ja, ist die Frage, ob ich diesen Weg gehen möchte oder nicht. Weil ich glaube, das ist dieser Weg, ne? Das ist dieser Weg hier. Das muss halt dieser Weg sein. Leicht links abbiegen. Aber die Dame hat gesagt, das nicht folgen, ne? Ich meine, dass die alle hier gehen, oder? Mal ab und zu. Ich gehe auf die aber darf man eigentlich, sie hat ja gesagt, du kannst ja gehen, aber der Typ ist jetzt wie eine Besessene gefahren gerade. Das, ich meine, das sind Fußwege, oder? Es kann spannend sein, ehrlicherweise, aber ich bin halt eine Memme. Oh, ich weiß es nicht. Tagsüber vielleicht. Heute gehe ich einfach die Straße entlang. Ist doch nett und entspannt. Wow. It's the first day. Want to do it carefully. No need to übertreiben. Wow. Also das ist ja gleich ein bisschen übertreiben mit dem GoPro, aber irgendwie muss man ja auch aufnehmen können und trotzdem frei bleiben. Könnte ich. Let's see. Look at that. Can you see it? Santo Antão. First walk. I won't call it a hike. I'm trying to walk to the lake, but I'm walking on the main road because I didn't want to follow the other part they recommended. It's just all new to me. It's a little too overwhelming. Look. Wow. Look at that. It is overwhelming. Okay, so anyways, I'm walking on this road. It got stuck at 30 minutes, but I think, oh, my phone, my watch should be able to tell me. So I've been walking for 17 minutes and it's 1.3. I don't remember the distance that was shown here. I didn't watch it, so I don't have it. When I walk 40 minutes, I'm not gonna wait till it's dark. I think 5:30 I'll turn back. Yeah, wherever I am at 5:30 I'll turn back. It is part of the lake. At least I think it is. Where are we? I am quite close. Huh. So they took it from down because they were down. Maybe there's a way for me to go down. So that's the lake. Okay. I'll see if there's a way to go down from the other side. I took the high road because I didn't want to find out what the lower one was like. But let's see. Okay. Well, that wasn't bad. Let's see if there's a way to go down. I mean, I don't think I'm really quite there, because let's look at the map. There's still a bit to go. The question is how to get down there, if there's a path to get down there from here. There might be. Well, that'd be amazing if that's it, because then I can just do my U-ey and come back. Because it doesn't look like it's much further. Not because I don't want to walk, but you know that I'm being paranoid about it getting dark. And I don't really want it to get dark while I'm walking around. I mean, tomorrow, I might take the path there, but it just means I would have to come back up again, you know. I don't see anything. There's nothing here. The dam is not here. Okay, we're gonna turn back. It doesn't go through. Okay, so for some reason we missed it, but that's okay. At least I know where I came from. So I'm gonna exit this. It's 41 minutes, so I'm here, but I needed to go there. So I'm going to exit this and I'm going to walk back where I was going to. If Nanya, this is what I mean. Nanya. Okay, this is where the actual fun begins. I need to go all the way I came back, and we need to do it in daylight. Okay, that's where the fun begins. Didn't find it. I think I had to take the lower part that was recommended. I'm gonna put you back on my head to get the way back. I can see the battery's already going down. So whatever it is you can wreck it, you wreck it. Because I don't think I'll be able to make it stay on the hat as I make it stay on my head. But yeah, this is the walk back. So if it's been going downhill, this is my turn to enjoy uphill. But I don't think I passed necessarily any parts of it that were really up and down. I think that if I had gone the other route, I would have had a more challenging walking path, but I decided I didn't want to do that today, and I think that's okay. Okay guys, yes, it's not bad. So we're getting a quick view in the morning. It's about 14 degrees. 12? It's 12 degrees, so you definitely need some covering, but that is a hiking path through the Park Morosos, and behind it is the highest peak. I'm heading over to Ribeira Grande, and I'll take another bus to Ponto Sol, and that's where I'll do the other hike. So, vamos! And here is, what is your name again? You told me.
Adelino.
Adelino. Here's Adelino.
I'm driver and guide.
He's the driver and guide from Garça. Okay. So, I am in Ribeira Grande, and as always, I've just met a music teacher who plays the cavaquinho, the 4-string guitar, which is also Brazilian, and I'm going to meet him later. I'm just going to go to the cafe to try and see if I can really get someone to do a tour for me. Probably tomorrow, not today, because I don't know if I'm running late today and if it can still be done today, especially since I want to listen to the music artist and I'm carrying my laptop. This is the fruit market, the vegetable market. Bon dia! Wow, they built it. Oh, the tree is still up. Wow. Name? This tree is still up. Huh? Oh. Obrigada. Oh wow. They built the market around the tree. I have to see if I can see the tree from outside, but like they didn't put down the tree, so that's really good. Wow. That's really nice. Anyways, I'm going to go to the cafe and wow. So they've kept the tree. That is so wicked. They literally built it around the tree. But let me show you where we got to the first day. So this is some kind of market area where they sell all sorts. Clothes, shoes, bon dia. Clothes, shoes, fruits. I have to go put on the socks because I'm not going to do any kind of hiking today. Oh, there is. So ta-da! This is the square where I first arrived, literally. Wait. I think it's here. But anyway, he says it's 11. And there's a store. I have to see if they have. Oh, this is shoes. If they have cosmetic. If they have. And there's a church right in the middle. There's a church. I could try and make a deal with someone but then it wouldn't be the same thing. So he was saying he'll get a guide. Generally I should take the stairs, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just too lazy to do that. Today we're going to go to the cafe and I'm going to try and do what I need to do in the cafe. Then go to the school and then head back. Might explore Ribeira Grande another time. Okay.
Ritmos de Cabo Verde.
Yes.
You know ritmo?
Mona.
Mona.
Yeah.
Mona.
Okay. Okay, so demonstration. Okay, so tell me a little bit about the instrument. Yeah.
Talk about
Yeah.
in English.
You can talk in.
Oh.
Oh, you can say in Portuguese.
Português.
Yes.
Translate.
I find someone to translate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bom, este é o nosso cavaquinho de Cabo Verde, como vocês estão a ver. Né? É um pouco maior que o cavaquinho brasileiro. É construído em São Vicente, no luthier Aniceto Gomes, em São Vicente. Luthier Aniceto Gomes. Este é um modelo HP. Cavaquinho, o nosso cavaquinho Cabo Verde, vocês estão a ver como o brasileiro, 4 cordas, afinação é como o cavaquinho do Brasil, mas é um pouco maior. Este é um cavaquinho que podemos tocar de forma acústica e de forma amplificada. 4 cordas, Ré, Si, Sol, Ré. 4 chaves, braço, tá bom? Mesmo? Com o cavaquinho podemos tocar músicas de Cabo Verde, como coladeira, morno, e muito mais, tá bom? O cavaquinho típico de Cabo Verde, construído em São Vicente, no luthier Aniceto Gomes, tá bom? Podemos tocar ritmos bem quentes como samba, ou ritmos de carnaval como este, mandinga.
Okay. Obrigada. Okay, maybe just talk a little bit about the school.
The school?
What you do, and you know, I mean, you want to say that in English. I don't know if you give classes for tourists, what you do. So just maybe it's better to try and say that in English.
Bom, esta é a nossa casa. Essa é uma sala de música, construída pela Câmara Municipal, mas neste momento tem uma gestão autónoma da Câmara. Sou professor, sou formado em Educação Básica para trabalhar com crianças. A delegada de Educação colocou-me aqui para trabalhar com as crianças e não só. Aqui trabalhamos com música, tá bom? Ainda as aulas estão paradas porque as aulas é na parte da tarde. Temos aula na parte de manhã, mas hoje a aula é na parte de tarde. Depois das meio-dia. Aí trabalhamos com criança. Ainda estão poucos amigos. Damos aulas de violão, cavaquinho, percussão. A baterista
Drums.
por causa da maresia. E neste momento é o que temos. Temos poucos instrumentos. Este piano está danificado. Está ali, mas danificado. Este também está falha de afinação, está parado. Tá bom? Aí temos uns violões. O estúdio não pertence à escola. O estúdio não pertence à escola, é da Câmara. Estou ali, mas a escola é o que tem.
Okay.
Tá bom?
Okay. Can you play a guitar?
Yes.
Hello. Yes, it is Cape Verde, and this is RM Green Hotel, my new abode. Welcome all. I should be enjoying this paradise. I don't know why I decided I would go anywhere, but I think it's okay. For 1 or 2 hours, it's not a bad idea.
Don't swim too far. Don't you swim till Mindelo?
Obrigada. Okay. Hier in den Zimmer. Look who's here. So we met on the ferry. Not even on the ferry, when we got off the ferry in Santo Antão. She's here with her sister, and we're going to try to do Paul Valley Cova, because we're going to Paul and then walk down Paul Valley into Cova. It's a 3-hour hike one way, and if we're doing return, it'll be 6 hours. We don't know if we're going to complete it. We're just going to start definitely, but for now we're taking in the beautiful view of the pool at RM, and right behind me is like the restaurant. So up there, let me go up, there's the restaurant, and
In a nutshell, Santo Antão stands out within the Cape Verdean Islands for its dramatic landscape, the trekking culture, the fertile valleys, the traditional agriculture, the local grogue production, and the slowly growing ecotourism, all framed by its sparse population, but genuine Creole hospitality, a true example of Morabeza. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Yours truly, Liesl.